Hey everybody, good morning. JC mounting the jar at the baseball field. Joshua is out there somewhere. They're just doing warm-ups. I took off to go get a haircut really quick while they were warming up, so the game will start here shortly. Morning. Let's see if we can get started. This last week I worked a couple of double shifts, and I had not done that in a long time, so it pretty much kicked my butt along with everything else we got going on, right? So I have been wanting to share this with you guys, so here we go. But I'm out here at Joshua's second baseball game, his second game of the fall ball season, and he's out there loving him. He's loving to play, man. He's a great kid. He's got a lot of energy when he's out there playing baseball. He's got a lot of energy at home too. As you guys could tell from the videos, he's a good kid, man. For a young man and a father to say, I respect the young boy. He's growing up well. This morning, it was a little hard finding my way to make videos just because the schedule we had, all of us at home and doing the extra work. But I received this package earlier in the week, and I was super excited to talk to you all about it. So I got a cool package from this gentleman, Mr. Lanny, driver 38. This is a special package. He didn't have to send me anything, but he sent me stuff, and man, you know, I like to give stuff away. You come up with an idea and you're like, dang, I bet you he would like something like this. And to receive something is pretty awesome too. So Lanny, good looking out, my brother. I appreciate you. So first of all, I got you on my keys here, man, where Lanny made me that nice little JC mounting the jar tag. Totally digging it. And it'll be there until I'm pushing daisies, you know. And then he also hooked me up with this Buck 313. So this is a muskrat. It's my first muskrat. This 313 is pretty important. Buck, I believe in 1984, manufacturing their own steel. But before that, it was Camillus. So this goes back about 50 years from what Lanny's telling me. So that means Camillus made this. What I like about it is this like saw cut dowel rim that it's got right here. These slanted nickel silver bolsters. It's got a pin on both sides. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be hard to show you guys, but it's got a couple pins on the inside that are like on the edges or ends, I should say, with the liners, the brass liners on the inside. So what they would do is they would slide these covers onto the liners. They'd click in place, and then they would close it all up. So you can't really see any other pins, but there's a couple pins holding the covers on there. And these covers are solid. They're not going anywhere. They're pretty thick, really. These muskrats were pretty special. So it came with a spay blade. So equal end, right? But spay blade on this side and a skinner on this side. Now this one's broken, but that means only that this is more special to me, you know, because when I watch Lanny's videos, I'm always making comments to him like, hey man, you just like, it's like if I'm talking to you and you're talking to me through the video. That's the type of conversation that I have when I'm watching his videos, you know, like he'll show me something in a video about a knife that I never knew about. He'll make some comments on my shows that are, I think, unintentionally educating. You know, like just a comment like, hey, you know, back in my day, this is what the covers used to look like. That the covers on that knife look like the ones they made in the 70s, you know. And then I'm like, really? You know, I get excited and I start looking up the knives in the 70s and the 80s, and I start learning about the history, and any of those comments are just made, you know, to make me that much more better. It's been, what, only a few days that I haven't made a video, and already I'm getting into ramble mode, because let's talk about the knife, right? So that channel in there is pretty darn clean. This spine with the springs is pretty darn clean. The brass liners and that stainless steel spring is really strong. So listen, that's kind of like what I want every knife to sound like. That's what I want them all to be like, you know. That one opens up fine. That one opens up fine. They close like a champ. Let me show you that Buck USA 313. Pretty exciting. Hey, so one other cool thing with these Bucks is that they came out around the same time as the 311, the 315, and the 317, which are also pretty cool little Buck folding knives. Super excited. That's just a little one for today, guys. Thanks again, Lanny. Appreciate you. And I hope you guys have a good day. Mountain Jar. Oh, you know, I could give you guys an update. So the other day, probably, I think maybe Monday, I had opened up the week with Case Orange Synthetic. I had a project for it. I went over to the guys that were going to work on it for me for some mod, and we came up with some ideas, and it failed epically. We were going to do some laser engraving on it, and the laser kept bouncing off of the synthetic, you know, I mean, the plastic that those Sodbuster Juniors, that laser was all over the place. So we finally got the angle right so that we can get some etching, some engraving in, and it started on some letters, and then all of a sudden it just like skipped, and it jacked up the whole cover. So that experience is out the door. One cool thing about that is we know Josh Francis, right? So we can send that out for a recover at some point down the road here. I'm not ready to do that at this point right now. The guy that I was working with, he was like, you know, it's my fault. I should know my equipment better. I'm going to replace your knife. So I got the old knife, and he ordered me a brand new knife, which is, man, it's a free knife and a good experiment. So those of you who were looking forward to that next day, Tuesday update on that Sodbuster, that's my epic fail for the week. And this weekend, I will be working on that machete with that bone handle that I started 2 weeks ago. Now, I only have time on Sundays, really, to do projects. I can make videos sometimes, you know, throughout the week. I usually try to load my projects and my videos up on Sunday afternoons, and then kind of disperse them throughout the week. I wasn't able to do that the last couple weeks, so today should be a day to catch up on a whole bunch of cool stuff for you guys. So look forward to something again later today, and then look forward to Mountain Show Off tomorrow on Sunday. And the project that I do Sunday, I'll probably show you guys on Monday and Tuesday. Take care.